The Department of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment has called on South Africans to celebrate World Environment Day on Wednesday under the theme Accelerating Land Restoration, Drought Resilience and Desertification Progress. The day is observed annually on the 5th of June to increase awareness and action for environmental protection. Disappearing dry lands, wetlands and land degradation are among the most critical environmental challenges in the world. Head of Communications and Advocacy and spokesperson for the department, Peter Mbelengwa, joins me now. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon. So this World Environment Day, as you've seen with our reports, comes at a time when we are seeing how extreme weather, conditions is not only affecting the environment, but is also directly affecting people's lives and livelihoods. As a department, how concerned are you about these deadly floods?
Thank you very much, Unati, and good afternoon to your viewers. As a department, we are very much concerned. Hence, we are calling on all South Africans to join the international community in celebrating World Environment Day 2024 under the theme Accelerating Land Restoration, Drought Resilience and Desertification Progress. You are very right. This is happening at a time that, as a country, especially in the Eastern Cape, we are faced with that situation. So what we are then saying as a department is that we have now moved from celebrating this day as one day today on the 5th of June. We have now dedicated the whole month to Environment Month.
We touched a little bit on that this particular day is celebrated globally when South Africa is, of course, experiencing adverse weather conditions. And we've seen how these weather conditions have particularly affected the livelihoods of many South Africans and impacted the environment, of course, in 3 specific provinces, and that's the Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal and the Western Cape.
Yes, as I was saying, the government is concerned about these developments. Hence, the Department of Govt, the Eastern Cape Provincial Department, as well as the Disaster Management, are currently providing the necessary support in the Eastern Cape.
All right, let's see, Peter, if you can put your television off, perhaps, because there is an interference.
I think I lost you a bit.
All right, let's continue, Peter, to maybe talking about the main objectives of World Environment Day and, of course, how important it is for South Africans especially to become more active in matters related to the environment, especially given, our own measures to address the climate crisis.
Yes, World Environment Day, Unati, is one of the biggest international day for environmental awareness. This day is led by the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP. It has been there since 1994. So every year on the 5th of June, we as a country, as South Africa, we participate in the celebration of this day as part of our membership on different multilateral platforms such as the UNCCD as well as the CBD. So as South Africa, we have also dedicated the whole month of June to be celebrated as Environment Month. So throughout this month, we are going to have a hive of activities. We are going to be going to different communities, talking to them about the environmental issues and the things that they need to do. We're also calling the communities to combine our actions in terms of land restoration. Because where we are now, we realize that land degradation as well as desertification, they have a lot of or a huge impact in terms of all levels of our communities. Hence, the focus this year is on the importance of accelerating this implementation of interventions aimed at addressing land degradation, desertification, and minimizing the impacts of drought at all levels.
So when we look at this year's theme, and I want us to, bring it back home, accelerating land restoration, drought resilience, as well as desertification progress, perhaps let's look then on the impact of the degradation, of the environment on communities. Again, like I said earlier on, we are seeing, of course, severe weather patterns that are further exacerbating this problem.
Yes, you are very right. I mean, you look at the issues of food and water safety, security, the issues around poverty, the issues of urbanization, which are making a very big impact, or they are intricately linked between desertification and land degradation. I mean, the issue of climate change, as you have already alluded to now, that the impact of the different extreme weather patterns, they have this big impact on our communities, because you will realize that it means there will be diseases, there will be a whole lot of things that our communities will experience. I mean, women and children, you find that they are mostly affected, because when you talk about anything that impacts on food and water security, women and children, they are the ones who bear the brunt.
All right, Peter, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Really do appreciate it, as South Africans also commemorate World Environment Day today. Of course, that was Peter Mbelengwa from the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment.